Hello and welcome to New Tech. Well, I just got myself a new gadget. I got myself a green screen. One of those weird looking things you stick behind your chair. I always looked at them a bit had put it. Well, dubious you could say. Well, they look even look big enough if you ask me. But since I've been doing a bit of green screen with my green screen upstairs, I realised that it doesn't really matter as long as I have got green behind me. I mean, very easy to cut out within DaVinci Resolve. But this probably the same with like OBS as well, using Chroma key. In DaVinci Resolve, I tend to use Delta key. It works really well, actually, to be fair. Now, how the green screen sort of works is most people don't have any green in their body, just like a blue screen. You know, we're not generally green, we're not generally blue, are we? No, unless you're an avatar, of course. But so what happens is basically you're removing all the green from the image. That's pretty much what it's doing with Chroma key. Delta key is a little bit more selective in DaVinci. It does a much better job. If you've got a choice, use Delta key in DaVinci Resolve. I'm not sure regarding the Adobe equivalent, Premiere, because I use DaVinci. Now, anyway, it arrived this morning and it came in the box. So my first impressions is, oh my god, that box is big. So let me just show you. I'm coming back with my box. Just down there it is. There you go. There is my box, and that is the size of the box. Okay, I've opened the main box, but I haven't actually opened the box inside yet, or actually had a look at it yet. It hasn't been unwrapped. So I had a look. Hang on, it's a big box. I open it up, and I think, my god, all that what a great box. It's quite thick as well. The box it's about 4 inches or 100 mil thick, and it's Amazon for you, yeah. But you've got literally all this additional box, something that doesn't require all that packaging and stuff like that. Okay, it's well packaged. There is that to it. But not be funny, but space is money when you talk about logistics. So I thought, I'm not too keen on that. But there you go, that's Amazon for you. Now, that is basically it. It could have been a much more a package. So that's what I got arrived. And this is a UTEBIT, and it says it's for professional photography. Well, it's a green screen. That's all it is. Now, if you're a YouTuber like I am, well then, a green screen can be very useful if you want to put your subject behind you and cut it out easily by removing all the green and then effectively creating layers. So you become the top layer effectively, and whatever's behind you, whatever's underneath that layer ends up being behind you. It does work really well. I've had a bit of fun with blue screen, like for instance, not using one of these, but the Conservative politicians in the UK ain't too bright, are they? They keep having their, Conservative Party conferences in front of a blue screen. So needless to say, I had some fun. So, anyway, I digress. So this is the package. It comes in what looks to be, it's one of them Ziploc bags. So it comes in a Ziploc bag, so let's take it out of there. And it's a bag within a bag, it looks like. Okay. I'm hoping, right, because I'll show you what I mean in a minute, that this bag will actually, the bag it comes in, will slip over the back of this chair. That is what I'm hoping. It might not. If it doesn't, I'll come up with another solution. Because if what happens is if you're doing green screen and your chair ends up being in the shot, like you're moving about like I do, you might be unfortunate and get a bit of the chair in, and that won't be blue screened out, and it'll look odd. So I'm hoping this bag will go. Let's go back a bit so you can see a bit better. Let's move that microphone a bit closer. There you go. I'm hoping the bag will actually go over this chair. So we'll have a look in a minute. So it's a typical kind of like, how do you put it? What do they call them? Yeah, like one of them reflectors that you ping out. Like, oh, crikey. Yeah, like that. You won't believe what just happened. It literally picked up one of my Corsair Cherry Reds off my keyboard. So watch that. Be careful. I wish I caught that on camera. I'll put that back on in a minute. Hopefully everything's okay. That took me by surprise. So this one is a dual-sided green screen. So you've got green on one side and it's white on the other side. Now that's the reason why I bought it, because I thought I could use it for high key as well if I really wanted to. But that wasn't why I bought it. I bought it as a green screen. So I'm going to have to get up and apply this to the chair. But first impressions is, it's actually quite a reasonable material. It's 29 euros, this is. It'll cost 29 euros. The material itself is actually quite decent. Yeah, that's better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really thin, like a bedsheet thin. But yeah, it's quite big. It's 142 centimeters in diameter. Anyway, let's see if we can apply this to the chair. So the idea, oh, hang on. Yeah, so the idea is to put it behind the chair, not in front of it. This is why I want to cover the chair up with something else. But it might not be possible. There's Velcro attachment. I'm expecting this to be a bit floppy, to be honest. That's what I'm expecting. That goes over there like so. And then the other one. Excuse my belly if it's popping out. See, this chair is quite wide. That's a problem. If you've got, oh, hang on, no, so that's fine. It's fine. I thought it was going to be too wide. No. That one needs to go attached to the back of that, so it needs to be higher, not too low. Oh, there. Let's put that there. Move that up. Yeah, that's it. So, that's it. That's on. Now, I'm hoping... Belly's probably popping out. I'm a fat bugger, I know. Hoping this... Well, I won't at the moment, because obviously I've just Velcroed that on, but I'm hoping I'm a bit more prepared next time. This looks very wide from there to there. It might not go on. I was hoping that it would. No, that ain't going to go on. That's too narrow. But if you've got a narrow back, it's quite a wide back chair. This is a Hillman Miller Aeron, so it's quite a wide chair. So that's not going to go on. So that plan is out of the question. So I'm going to get myself a bit of green fabric, I suppose. A pillowcase will do, a square pillowcase will do the job. But anyway, there you go. That is the green screen. Like I say, it's a bit of an oddity, isn't it, these things? This is no problem here, isn't it? It's flopping back here. So ideally, oh, I see that. If I can get that higher, a bit higher on the back, I might be able to get that a bit tighter. That's pretty much it. Right, try that. See, as you can see, I am pretty much. Well, I don't know how you do green screen in OBS because I don't use it. I won't be surprised. Well, I could have done. So I'm at the moment hitting over here. That's got to do the green screen. That's just my situation. But that is pretty much it. So obviously you wouldn't see have the mic in the screen. But as long as I can like crop in on the sides enough and crop in on the top, I can square myself off and remove all these like exposed areas on the back here. Like, like for instance, these areas here. So I'd crop myself out. The only thing you have to watch out if you do that, if you're doing this with your arms, for instance, let's just move the camera around a bit. If you're waving your arms about a bit, you're going to be out of your cropped area. So be careful with that. So you need to keep yourself concise. But yeah, that should do the job. Okay, I only just winged it up sort of thing because it's just for the purpose of this video. So it's not exactly a proper job at this stage, and I'll probably have to rearrange the positioning of the camera to suit as well. Because ideally I'd want to be facing this way, really, and that way I wouldn't have this thing bashing on my desk on the side here. But your situation is probably going to be different. But on the whole, it is pretty blooming good. I'm quite impressed. Like I say, problems with it. Obviously, if you want to put it out of the way, you're going to have to do the old twisty lark. And if you're not used to that, well, then you might find that a bit of an issue. So, as a woodworker, I regularly do this with bandsaw blade, but also whenever I do photography, I'm using reflectors in the studio. So, hopefully, this is not going to be a difficult one to do. There's a bit of a trick to it. You kind of have to twist it. And if you've got something to push against, like that, and then you twist it around, and it goes in on itself, like that. See that? There you go. Maybe I'll need to do a video of that. How to fold up a reflector. So there you go. Yeah, and now it should go inside that bag relatively easily. I'm not going to do that because I won't have a play about with it now. Got it? The only thing is, if I let go, it's going to put a ping again and then bust my keyboard again. Anyway, at the moment, they're selling for €29 on Amazon. Obviously, these are available. It's by UTEBIT. And I'll leave a link in the description down below. I'll leave a .com link and probably a .co.uk link as well. I'm in France, so but most of my people who watch my videos are in the States or in the UK. So I'll leave links in the description down for them. We do get a little commission, but it's only small, from Amazon if you do decide to buy one via the link. But yeah. Anyway, I would like to know what you have to know regarding a green screen. Is there anything I missed out? Or have you got any hints or tricks that you know yourself? Please leave it in the comments down below. Well, it's time for me to go. Well, we'll say ta-ta, so ta-ta.